What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and according to Diana Rossini as well as Ian Rappaport, the Tennessee Titans are expected to trade for Julio Jones. I'll pull up Ian Rappaport's tweet right here since I do have it with me. Sources: the Falcons are trading all-pro wide receiver Julio Jones to the Titans in exchange for at least a second-round pick. There's going to be other picks involved. We would assume maybe a fifth-round pick, maybe some other picks. I don't know. But it's going to be a second-round pick no matter what, as well as some other picks. Now, how does this affect the Indianapolis Colts? Obviously, I made a video saying, will the Colts trade for Julio Jones? I think you can make it work. Clearly, the Titans, with $3 million in cap space, are going to make it work with Julio Jones. I believe you could make it work. I believe Ballard absolutely could have. I understand older receiver. Who knows when he's going to start to fall off from what we expect of Julio Jones to do. But I want to talk about what this does to not only the Tennessee Titans, but how it's going to affect us. And do I think it's going to change some results? Because not too long ago, I uploaded, my week 5 to week 8 predictions. So this was really fast. Didn't expect to make this video, but hey, here we are. For Tennessee, it's given them a big receiver. It gives them another receiver to play alongside with A.J. Brown. Which is big. It's going to help Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill has shown he can throw the deep ball, and he can do it pretty well. And that's what Julio wants, which is cool. I almost thought he was going to go to New England or somewhere like that, but hey, it is what it is. But it gives Tennessee another big weapon, and it's going to make that offense even better. And now you don't have to just rely on Derrick Henry to run the ball to win the game. You can now let Derrick Henry rest a little bit. You can let him get a breather, and you can throw the ball more often, which is scary for a lot of teams and big for Derrick Henry and his health for the next few seasons, because we know with running backs, eventually all those hits are going to affect them to the point to where they're just not going to be as effective. This is going to let Derrick Henry at least have a little bit more time, and that's assuming Julio Jones does what a lot of people expect Julio Jones to do, and that is to ball out. For me, though, how does this affect the Colts? I don't think this really affects the Colts too often. I still think the Colts have a good enough defense to where, while, yes, it's going to be more difficult to beat the Titans, I think the Colts can still beat Tennessee at least once. It's at least going to be a split series. I don't think adding Julio Jones is going to change the entire landscape of the AFC South. I just don't think that at all. And I would have felt the same if the Colts would have got Julio Jones. I don't think it would change much at all. I think it makes Tennessee better. I think it makes a lot of teams who have Julio Jones better. But I don't think it affects the Colts too much in a negative way. It's going to affect them, obviously, because now they're going to have to not double team A.J. Brown on most plays. Now they're going to have to spread the corners a lot more often. They're going to have to spread them to Julio and to A.J. Brown. So it's going to affect in that way as doors slam in the background. But for me, I don't see this affecting the Colts in the sense of, oh, the Colts are going to lose another game because Julio Jones is in Tennessee. I think the Colts have to play better, and they have to win those games that they should win. That's how it's going to affect them, is in the fact of not when they play Tennessee, but when they play a Jacksonville or they play Houston or some of these other teams that they should really beat. It's going to affect them that way. The Jets, that's how it's going to affect them. If they lose one of those games, and let's say Tennessee gets another win or two because of the Julio trade, that's how it affects them, and that's how it would hurt the Indianapolis Colts. It's going to make this conference a lot more fun to watch, and these games that the Colts and Titans are going to play against each other are going to be must-watch games. But at the end of the day, I still feel like the Colts are going to win at least a game or two against Tennessee, and I still believe they win the division at the end of the day. So Tennessee is going to get better. I think Tennessee at this point is a lock to make the playoffs. But at the end of the day, I don't think it affects the Colts too negatively. So thank you all for watching. If you're new, please click that subscribe button. We crossed 300 subscribers earlier, which was awesome. Thank you all for doing that. I greatly appreciate it. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when videos goes up, as well as when we go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know in the comments below how you think this is going to affect Tennessee and affect the Colts. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt. Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.